Faye, as portrayed in the God of War franchise, is a complex and morally ambiguous figure. Her actions, often driven by love and foresight, can be understood within the context of her unique Jötnar heritage, but they also reveal significant flaws that can betray both her family and the culture she was born into. Some people have said that she can't be judged by a human with a human's understanding, which, in my opinion, is absolute rubbish. By emphasizing her secrecy, manipulation, and selective adherence to her people's traditions, her choices become open to critique from both a human perspective and through the lens of her obligations to the Jötnar, and even to her husband, Kratos. The following will explore her actions, highlighting how she betrayed both Jötnar culture while also failing to meet the values humans hold dear. Number 1. Withholding critical information. Faye hides the truth about her Jötnar heritage, Atreus' identity as Loki, and the prophecy tied to their family. She chooses not to share these truths with Kratos or Atreus, leaving them unprepared for the challenges ahead. The Jötnar revere foresight, knowledge, and prophecy as sacred elements of their identity. By withholding critical truths from their family, Faye betrays a core tenet of her people's culture. Her decision to obscure the prophecy from Atreus, a figure destined to play a pivotal role in Jötnar's survival, undermines her people's reliance on such knowledge to guide their actions and secure their legacy. Transparency and preparation are crucially valued, especially in matters of identity and responsibility. By keeping Kratos and Atreus in the dark, Faye denies them the opportunity to make informed decisions about their lives. Her secrecy comes across as controlling, as it assumes they cannot handle the truth, which violates fundamental human values of trust and autonomy. And not even human, those would be universal values. Now, Faye may have believed that self-discovery would allow Kratos and Atreus to forge their own paths without being constrained by predetermined expectations. But anyone can criticize Faye's approach. Human beings value open communication to prepare for challenges, while the Jötnar view prophecy as a tool for empowerment, not something to hide. Faye's actions diminish both her family's agency and the Jötnar's cultural emphasis on the importance of foresight. Reason number 2. Manipulative behavior. Faye manipulates events by marking the trees for her funeral pyre, setting Kratos and Atreus on a predetermined journey that exposes them to vicious gods such as Baldur and Odin, and dangers without their knowledge or consent. While the Jötnar often engage in manipulating events to fulfill prophecies, their actions are typically rooted in the collective good of their people. Faye's manipulation, however, prioritizes her vision for her immediate family over the needs of the Jötnar as a whole. Her choice to act unilaterally, rather than as a part of a communal effort, reflects a departure from the Jötnar's values of unity and shared purpose. Human beings deeply value personal agency and the freedom to choose one's path. Faye's decision to orchestrate events without consulting her family violates these principles. Anyone can universally disagree with her actions here. By forcing Kratos and Atreus into a conflict they did not fully understand, she disregards their right to decide their own course. One could also argue that it would be universally condemned for Faye to have seen the prophecy that spoke about her future son that would impact Ragnarok, track down Kratos, have a son with him, and marry him, in a way using Kratos all over again, something he had sworn he would never let happen again. That's why he came to the Norse realm to have a fresh start. Faye's foresight may have been essential to protect her family and ensure the survival of their son, Atreus, who holds the potential to influence the fate of the realms. However, anyone can view Faye's manipulation as flawed. While human beings, such as us, would criticize her for violating trust and autonomy, the Jötnar might see her actions as self-centered, prioritizing her family's survival over the collective needs of her people. Her manipulation undermines the communal and prophetic traditions that define Jötnar culture. Number 3. Destroying the mural. Faye destroys the Jötnar mural depicting Atreus' future, erasing a critical source of knowledge that could have guided both her family and her people. Prophetic murals like the one Faye destroys are sacred artifacts within Jötnar culture, embodying their reverence for foresight and their ability to see and record the flow of fate. By destroying the mural, Faye disregards this cultural heritage, effectively severing a connection between Atreus and the traditions of his people. This act undermines the Jötnar's legacy and their faith in prophecy as a guiding force. Knowledge and preparation as tools to face the unknown are incredibly important for anyone, in any culture, across any race. Destroying the mural denies Kratos and Atreus the opportunity to confront their destinies with full understanding, leaving them to navigate their futures blindly instead. This action comes across as controlling and dismissive of the need for truth and context, which is universal. It could be argued that she may have believed the mural would unduly influence or pressure her family, leading them to act in ways that fulfill the prophecy rather than defying it. However, she can be challenged here by anyone as well. Her destruction of the mural is hypocritical, as it contradicts her stated belief, which she shares with Kratos, that fate only binds those who let it. From a Jötnar perspective, her active erasure is a betrayal of the sacred traditions and cultural identities she was meant to preserve. Number 4. A lack of transparency about Atreus' identity. Faye keeps Atreus unaware of his true identity as Loki and his connection to the Jötnar, delaying his understanding of his heritage and destiny. The Jötnar likely would have expected Faye to prepare Atreus as a bridge between their legacy and the future. By withholding his identity, Faye neglects her role in fostering his connection to his people and their traditions. This delay undermines Atreus' potential to act as a leader or savior for the Jötnar. From a human standpoint, identity is crucial for personal growth and emotional stability. Faye's secrecy denies Atreus the opportunity to understand himself gradually, leading to confusion and arrogance when the truth is revealed. Her decision also undermines Kratos' ability to parent effectively, as he remains unaware of critical aspects of Atreus' heritage. Faye may have feared that revealing Atreus' identity prematurely could overwhelm him or lead him down a dangerous path before he was ready. However, one could argue that gradual disclosure, while Faye was still alive, would have been far less damaging than a sudden revelation. The Jötnar too might view Faye's secrecy as neglectful, as it delays Atreus' ability to embrace his role within their culture. Her actions reflect a failure to balance protection with preparation. By withholding the truth, Faye inadvertently creates greater instability for Atreus. When he learns of his identity as Loki, he reacts with arrogance and recklessness, behaviors that might have been mitigated if he had been gradually introduced to the truth by his mother while she was still alive. Her secrecy also denies Kratos the chance to parent with full knowledge of Atreus' heritage, limiting his ability to guide his son effectively. Faye's actions in God of War reveal deep flaws that betray both the human values of trust, autonomy, and communication, which are universal, as well as the Jötnar traditions of foresight, unity, and collective responsibility. While her motivations may have been rooted in love and protection, her choices conflict with the cultural expectations of both her people and her family. From a universal perspective, Faye's secrecy and manipulation violate the principles of partnership and mutual respect. From the Jötnar standpoint, her abandonment of their cultural values and her failure to prepare Atreus for his role within their legacy represent a significant betrayal. Ultimately, Faye's character embodies the tension between personal desires, familial love, and cultural duty. Her actions cement her as a morally compromised and deeply divisive figure in the world of God of War. What are your thoughts? What do you think about this piece? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more.